Hotels versus villas.
Because we normally stay in a villa.
Yes.
And we have done the last 3 times. But the last 2 times we've been, it's been with a group of 7 of us.
We are back after work commitments and Florida holidays.
Because we need money.
I'm happy. Well, you can't say things like that. You can't say things like that. You say like and subscribe, it will really help the channel.
Like and subscribe so we can get money.
Right,
Give me your money, old bag.
Stop it. Get some help.
For quite a while now. But we are back with the 3 of us on camera. And we will be trying to help you plan your next Florida holiday using some tips and tricks and some information that we've gathered along the way. This week, it's going to be villa versus Disney property. So stay tuned if you want to find out more.
So,
okay.
We've always, like we've said in the intro, who someone else said, we've always stayed in a villa. We've had a few nights on Disney property, haven't we?
Yeah.
So last year when we went, we stayed in the Contemporary, just the 3 of us, for 1 night, and
I was cold.
That's because she chose not to sleep in
we
bed.
we don't neglect
We
our
don't
child.
talk about that.
And we loved it. We absolutely loved it. The year before, at Christmas time, we stayed at Caribbean Beach. Again, loved it.
That was really good. It was
night isn't enough. 1 night isn't enough for us. So we have been looking at possibly staying on property next time or very close to it. But we've always had villas, and
hired a car.
And had food shopping and everything.
And paid car parking.
But here's the thing, we could just go to Disney.
and for what we can save, well, we were just shocked, weren't we? The price difference.
I mean, we're not looking at going for a few years because there is a lot of construction going on in Disney at the moment.
And we don't want to ruin it.
We've kind of seen a fair bit of Disney over the last few years. But what we want to do is go when maybe the construction has finished, like the rides are complete, and hopefully stay on property. The whole idea was being close.
I think it will be sooner.
Well, somebody wants to go sooner.
So we've all got itchy feet.
We've done a bit of a comparison. Obviously, we can't plan on the Disney website or with airlines or anything like that too far in advance. So we kind of always use a range of a year?
Well, what we found with Disney prices is that I think the offers are better the same year that you're looking to travel.
Yeah.
Which for us doesn't normally work because we normally plan monthly for our holidays.
Well, we like to budget and pay it off.
We normally book in a long term in advance.
Yeah, pay
normally
a deposit.
18 months.
Pay a deposit, and then we like to sort of budget over that time leading up to the holiday, and then pay off in chunks. So like a direct debit plan with an airline, and we've always done holiday bookings separately. We've never done like package deals.
Well, the first year we did with TUI.
We did do it with TUI, yes. We did do it with TUI, that's a lie.
And the second year we did the car hire and flights with Virgin.
Yeah, but generally
Virgin's
we tend to
really
do
nice.
things separately because we were looking for like deals where that would be more affordable, like more budget friendly.
But it appears that the best deals are in the same year that you're travelling.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to you a little bit more about that.
So,
Soon. Like later in the video. About what she said. That's what she said.
So normally with what appeals to us with a villa, even when the 3 of us went on our own, was basically we could come back, go for a swim or whatever, and have no one near us.
Well, it feels like home. It's like a home from home. So it feels like
It's
you're going
a
back
happy place.
to your own little home for 2 weeks.
It's like your second home.
Exactly. You love a villa, don't you?
Love a villa.
Yeah. You love the pool.
Yes.
Having it to yourself.
Yes. Just mine.
Yeah. And obviously you've got like the lounge, you've got like your own bathrooms, like those kind of things.
Yeah.
Lots more space than you would have in a hotel room.
Separate bedrooms.
Breakfast on your own, that kind of thing. It depends what kind of vibe you're going for.
Normally we go out for breakfast anyway, don't we? It's very rare that
we
we cook.
We like to
But
go
that's
to
just-
Denny's.
That's just what we
Yeah.
do. What we do.
But you can do something different because we're all different.
We are
Okay,
all different.
thanks for that.
But we do like an American cooked breakfast, so that's why. So obviously you wouldn't have to do that. Everybody's budget's different. It depends on what is important for you. So
I mean, the main for us, the three of us, what we always do is we go out for dinner every night,
Dinner.
which costs
Money.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's what we as a three like to do. You don't, obviously, if you've got a villa, you don't
You
need
don't
to
have to do that. Just go. You can go to a supermarket and buy stuff.
If we have a villa, or if you have a villa, sorry, you don't have to do that. You are able to cook it at your home.
You can also
Yeah.
rent one.
You,
Rent it.
and also it helps if you're really, obviously it's not a relaxing holiday. Make it what you want, but we have found that,
You can make it relaxing.
You can make it relaxing, but generally it's like thousands of steps a day. It's the heat. So we like going back and like collapsing at a villa. And you have got that option of booking dining, or you could go back and just have a chilled evening at the villa.
The pros for a villa are obviously you've got your own space.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've got your own pool normally. Obviously, there are villas and condos that don't have pools.
You can also have a hot tub if you
You don't
wanted
have any
to.
resort fees, or you don't have
Parking.
to pay for parking at the villa.
Yeah.
It's just free. But apart from the villa,
The
it's
cons for me now are the fact that normally I'm the one who does the driving, which means I can't switch off because I do a driving job for a living.
Yes.
And he's the one that likes to have a cocktail. I like a cocktail.
A beer.
I'm not a beer. All right, a beer.
And I like non-alcoholic drink.
The thing is I will probably only have two and I'm done. Jamie will have more than that.
He'll have about 5.
And yeah, I don't feel confident to drive in America. I did drive for the first time when we were there
and
last.
you did a really good job.
Thank you very much. I was very nervous though because A, I've never done it before. B, everything is so much bigger over there and you're driving on the other side of the road, other side of the car. And C, I'd had a crash, like a car crash in England like a couple of years ago. So it's made me more of a nervous driver anyway. So I did do it, even though I was very nervous. But generally, Jamie is so confident driving anywhere that he will just hop in any car in any country and just crack on with it. So that doesn't really marry up with the fact that he's the one out of the two of us that likes to have a drink. So it doesn't help that you then have to do the driving. So because of that, because the last time we went in our party, though, it was not just Jamie driving, it was me, Jamie,
and to be fair, the time before that as well.
Yeah, and our sister-in-law.
And we went with
last time.
friends.
And we went with friends time before.
It wasn't-
So it kind of like eased the burden of driving off Jamie a little bit. It is a holiday.
But
It is
when
a
it's
busy
the three of
holiday.
us, it will be me doing the driving.
Yeah.
And
It's always him.
And I've got to the point now
Tester
where
always.
I want to relax.
Me,
and
relaxation.
the places that we go when we go to Disney, at some time will involve me having a drink.
Well, yeah. And why not? You're on holiday, you know?
Epcot, all the bars round.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't keep up with that pace.
Not
so.
that the reason for not getting a villa is because I want to drink. That's not the reason. But
He just enjoys one.
every time we've stayed on property,
Yeah.
it's been nice.
Yes.
The bottom line is, when you're staying on Disney property, there's free Disney transport. So
Exactly.
it's just easy for everybody to be more relaxed. Like, you're closer to the parks. Like, you just know it's just going to be
Yes.
non-stop transport availability for you. If you're going in and out of the parks, you can pop back if you want to go and have like a freshen up or a break or a bit of pool time.
And that was going to be
Just go
that was going
there.
to be my next con, was if you have enough of being at the parks, you've then got to drive 30, 40 minutes to get to your villas on a norm. I know there's obviously villas that are closer.
Yeah, but like
But normally,
Our budget was about half an hour away from the parks.
yeah. So you've then got to drive half an hour back to spend an hour or 2 hours to then go back in time for dinner.
So it's like an hour.
It's quite a lot of pressure, I think, doing that, because then you're worried about missing reservations and things like that.
Yeah, because
that's if you've got reservations booked.
If you're driving, you've then got to park up again, which by that time in the afternoon you're going to be parked further away from the park.
Well, you might not.
You've then got to get into the park and then get to your reservation or wherever it is. So we've just found that has added pressure to our daily routine, and we do like to have a routine and like a plan. Lots of people don't, but we preach that you should have a plan, because there's just so much to see and do your research. We have talked about that in previous vlogs, so it is really important, we think,
if you don't plan for your Disney holiday, you will not enjoy it as much as you plan for it.
Yeah.
That's the end of I've come across so many people that have been and not enjoyed themselves because they turn up, they don't realise they've got to make reservations or anything like that. I wouldn't say clueless, but I would say clueless.
People who think it's not like any other holiday, like it's busy, there's so much to see and do, there's so much ground to cover, there's like, if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on this kind of holiday, and it is not a cheap holiday, it is worth getting the most out of it and experiencing as much as you can.
We've been mocked as well for planning so far ahead.
Oh yeah, we get taken the mick out of constantly.
There's a reason why we do it.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. I mean, we look forward to it, and to be honest with you, it's a lot of all we ever talk about. And B, you get to see all the nice, like, get excited for the nice places that you're going to go to, especially the restaurants, because restaurants and resorts are what I go for.
Yeah, well, there's some rides as well.
Yeah, but I could quite easily.
And it's being in the Disney bubble and all of that, like it's just pure escapism for me, pure escapism from life, like from like the daily routine of, you know.
And anyway, we're getting off topic.
We're getting off topic. So. We are going to go through with you today. What we're going to go through with you today?
The differences and benefits to staying at a villa
or a hotel.
What packages we found to be good value.
If it's good, it will be.
Well, we know it will be good.
Exactly.
And just all maybe the hidden costs that you don't really necessarily think of when you say. I'm not anti-villa at all, but when you book a villa, there's other costs involved that you don't think about at the time. So I mean, we've put together a spreadsheet, which obviously we'll show on the screen with you guys.
And that's for this year, this summer coming up, isn't it? This is for
this summer.
For 2026.
2026. The prices tend to be pretty much the same, unless what I found is that if you're looking in advance in another year's time, obviously, like I said at the beginning, there's a huge there's a difference in what Disney offers have got on at that time. Like I said, they tend to have the better offers on if you're going that year. I mean, they've had free dining plans, money off park tickets, loads of different offers. That's for here in the UK. I know the US is is a bit different, and the offers that they have. I know you guys paid more for your park tickets, which we were shocked at. Unless you have an annual pass, which is obviously you can get a cheaper annual pass than probably what we can.
Exactly.
But our 2 week 14-day ticket looks quite good value compared to what people in the US would pay for
the same
for general admission. I know a day ticket is shocking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we have done some planning and some research for summer 2026, and we were comparing. We just picked 2 weeks in August, which we know is quite a popular time to go. It's also a time where we've been before, because we know that a lot of the American schools go back to school in August as well.
We're also very
and it's really busy.
We're also very restricted to when we can actually go, because obviously
this
Charles at school, this one's at school because she's a teacher.
So I
he's
can't take time
not.
out of term time
So
to go.
we can only go in school holiday times.
Yeah.
Christmas was, I thought the weather was
All right.
perfect, apart from the first day when it was freezing.
Yeah.
And we weren't quite expecting that.
We were all in shorts because it was quite nice during the day, wasn't it?
'Cause-
And then it got to...
When the sun goes down.
No, we went to Tepanido for dinner. We were all in shorts and T-shirt. Went to Tepanido. We came out and it was like being here
Yeah.
in the middle of winter.
It was really cold.
None of us had coats or anything. She looked like a snowman.
Yeah, because like normally America's like really hot, but like when you go out in like shorts and t-shirt, you'll be like, oh, it's really
Well,
hot.
it depends where in America you go.
Yeah, exactly. In Florida.
There we go. Let's keep
There we
it on.
go.
Florida.
Let's keep it on.
Yes. So
Unscrew it.
and then when we went there, we thought it would be like nice and sunny and
It
hot.
was sunny and hot.
Yeah, but like the first day I'm talking about, it was like freezing, snowman temperature.
No.
It was.
And it was fun walking around Epcot freezing. Not that we care because we love walking around Epcot.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
kind of took the edge off the fun.
And
when
we
you
ended
sort
up
of
going home early, didn't we?
got there
it was
late
my
the night
40th
before.
birthday as well, and it's
Yeah.
sort of... We could hear the fireworks from our room, which was great. So
Yes.
we did think...
I do like watching the
We
fireworks.
weren't expecting
No,
that.
Okay.
but
Did it wake you up,
that's
fireworks?
because we didn't plan for that bit.
I was sleeping like a
We
baby.
planned to be out, and obviously we didn't, so we failed planning that day.
We did fail on planning that day.
So, let's look at the villa first. Now, when we look at villas, we normally use Airbnb. We used Debbie's villas last time.
Yeah, Debbie's
Yeah.
villas were really, really good, and that was a random find,
They were
wasn't
very helpful.
Very helpful.
There was a slight issue with our villa. It was advertised with a pool guard around the side of it.
And it did.
I got a phone call probably about 9 months out saying that they made a mistake on the photo and there wasn't a pool guard.
And we were going with a two-year-old,
two-year-old.
so we needed a pool guard.
So they reached out and contacted us. We said it's not great, but obviously we could supervise him and make sure that he's not
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a free upgrade on our welcome hamper because you get a welcome hamper with Debbie's Villas when you get just like the essentials that you need.
Yeah.
Beer,
Like food.
wine, that sort
Snacks,
of thing.
those kind of things. Something for breakfast,
There
like,
was frozen pizza,
which is
in
always
there.
helpful when you've got off a
Frozen
long haul
pizza,
flight.
I never did
Yeah.
that.
When you've got off a long haul flight and you get back to your villa and you're exhausted, the last thing you want to do is
We
have
normally
to go back out
we
to the
normally go to
supermarket.
Walmart before
Yeah.
we go, or
So-
get a takeaway on the way.
But
just
if there's
so
any
we've got-
delays with your flight, like we had a delay with the lost bag, we then spent ages queuing to get our hire car because we couldn't like pick it up when we
'Cause
got
it
there.
wasn't
We had
there.
to line
It
up.
wasn't.
It wasn't there. So those kind of delays that naturally happen at airports, you know.
And that's another reason why I've sort of switched off of going to a villa next time, because both the last few times we've been, actually the 3 times that we've been, when we first flew in with TUI, obviously you fly to a different. You're not at MCA, you're at Melbourne, and it's quite a small airport. And the queue to get the hire car was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd say that MCO Animo is worse though.
MCO Animo was the best by far.
Well, we were there for like 40 minutes.
No. You're getting... No, we won't. We were there for 40 minutes for a different reason. It wasn't...
Because of the bag loss.
No.
We were there for ages. Just
Alamo
getting our time.
was the second year when we went to Christmas.
Oh.
Anyway, when we flew in with TUI, we had to queue up for ages, and then it's quite a long. Well, it's not a long drive; it's about an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
But just as we got to the car, we started having a domestic because obviously we were tired and grouchy.
And we couldn't get the sat nav to
And we
work.
couldn't get the sat nav to work because none of us had data on our phone.
None of us had data.
which we forgot.
And then the heavens opened and it poured with rain.
And it was ridiculous.
It was, yeah, it wasn't a great start. But yeah, that is one of the reasons why you're sort of leaning more towards staying on property next time, is because of those sort of little things that you need to get sorted. And it's all in really important stuff. So, right, we've digressed completely again.
So
We keep getting distracted.
I would recommend And anyway, sorry. by the
goodness.
time we got to the villa, they actually put a pool guard up anyway, didn't they? They had installed a pool guard around the pool when we got there, so we got a free upgrade hamper and the pool guard anyway. So I would highly recommend Debbie's Villas. They actually don't just. We're not sponsored by them at all. Yet.
We're not.
But they
Stay tuned.
obviously offer more than just villa services. They've got a range. They do the flights. They do car hire, literally everything.
They were really helpful every time
really
I spoke to
helpful.
on the phone.
And I got a phone call when we got back, making sure that everything was all right and that we enjoyed our stay. The second year we went via Airbnb, and again, the host was brilliant.
Yeah.
Always making sure any problems we had, he was following up, offering us discounts for the next time that we went. We did obviously look to go through him again, but the villa was unavailable when we
went to book again.
There's loads of places out there. You can do villas through packages. All the airlines offer villa packages.
Yeah.
TUI, British Airways, Virgin. They all offer it as a holiday package. Obviously, with a travel agent, you're protected as well with ABTA.
Yeah.
And everything else. It's just do your shopping. I mean, normally for 2 weeks in the summer, we plan for anywhere between £2,000 and £2,200, I think, for a 2 week stay.
For a villa.
You get a comfortable villa. Last year when we went through Debbie's villa, we had a 4-bedroom villa and I think I paid £2,200 for it. Adequate space. It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was perfect. Nice pool.
Bit of a small pool, no hot tub, but
it was fine when
was-
you're out all day.
it was fine.
It was relaxing.
There was plenty of space in the villa. The one thing they didn't have was obviously a games room, which she loves.
But that's fine.
But they had a little nook with a computer game and things like that.
But that's fine. I enjoyed myself.
So yeah, I mean, again, it depends how many people you travel with. Obviously, if you travel with a big party, you need 4 or 5 bedrooms. That's going to be more expensive.
If you travel with a small party, it will have smaller.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Normally, if it's the 3 of us, I budget for £2,000. Maybe just if it's more expensive.
It depends what kind of deals
If it's a nicer villa, I will go there a little bit more.
But it will generally be more than that if the closer you are to the park. So it depends on distance.
That's what.
So obviously, the next thing with a villa, you're going to need to get to the villa. You're going to need to travel around because you will not be close to. Well, it's not that you won't be close to the parks, but you tend to be a bit further out. There's a few villa complexes closer to Disney.
Can you say that again? Because Sienna yawned through it and I frowned at her.
I said that normally with a villa, you tend to stay a little bit further outside Kissimmee, maybe Devonport. Obviously, there's Claremont and I can't remember where else. But there's obviously lots of different places. There are a couple close. You've obviously got Celebration, but
you're paying more.
You're paying more. Windsor Hills, which is close to the 192, around there. But again, those sort of places are a little bit out of our budget normally, unless it's a special occasion. Or we're feeling flush.
Which is rare. So in order to get to the parks, you're going to need a
helpful assistant.
Oh, a car.
A car. You could hire a car.
That's a lie.
What?
You can get Ubers.
You can get Ubers.
You can get Disney transport as well. So
But
from villas, you can't.
If I was to do that, I'd have to sell a kidney or something, and then I wouldn't be able to drink.
It also means you'd need an Uber to get to Walmart. It means you need an Uber to get to Target or wherever else.
It's obviously more convenient to have your own car. Now we've priced out again for the same period of time a medium SUV because we like to be slightly higher off the ground. That on I think the app's called QEQ, which I use all the time. They offer best prices for us.
And
They
we're not
also
sponsored yet.
they also will. That's right, we're not sponsored. They also scan to find the best price, even in future dates for you, and refund you the difference, which is great.
We will put a link below for all of these places that we're recommending.
Last time that we went, and the time before that, we've gone as a group of 7.
Yes.
We've needed a slightly bigger car. Last year we hired a Suburban or similar. We actually got a Ford Explorer. That cost me just over £1,000 for the 2 weeks, so it's quite expensive to have a bigger car.
Because also, if you've got a bigger party, you've got more luggage, so you do need adequate boot space or trunk space.
As a 3 or a 4, I think a medium SUV is just about right.
Obviously, the more people, the more space you're going to need.
And to bring your shopping back with.
Yeah, shopping,
when
big
you
suitcases, obviously the trip to and from the airport.
Someone's makeup as well, it takes up quite a lot of space.
The trip to and from the airport is going to need to hold all your luggage. And
it's always fun as well, isn't it? You can just about see people's heads in the back.
It's been fun for me the last
I'm normally
2
fine
trips.
because I'm the one who's driving.
He's in the cockpit, like with the aircon, enjoying living his best life.
Everyone else has got their
here.
seats up to their knees and they're like that.
We've
in the
got
back.
suitcases balanced on our heads, like on our shoulders. We've got kids crying.
I was like this.
Because they're squashed. Like it's.
I was just fine.
It's been a rough ride.
And again, that's another reason why we don't like stopping off at a supermarket on the way home because
it's already crammed in our car when we've had 7 of us, which has been
trying to get us all out afterwards is like undoing a mattress. Isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So the next hidden cost, and this is a big hidden cost that you probably wouldn't have planned for, is parking at Disney.
Yep.
And the prices have gone up quite a lot since the first year that we went. I think it was £20. $20. No, I think it was $20.
Or was it?
I'm pretty certain it was $20.
It's been $20. It's been $25 a day.
It went up to 30 last year.
It went up to 30 last year.
I never knew you had to
And
pay
now
for
they're
parking.
bringing it. That's why we are in charge at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think they're taking it up to $35 a day, aren't they?
I think they might be.
Yeah.
I will check that. But
I'm pretty
$35
certain.
a day. So basically, when you pay your $35 as you're going into the parks, that means that's for the whole day. So it does mean that you can park hop. You can go in, park at Magic Kingdom or wherever, and then if you think, I want to go to Epcot for the afternoon, you can then leave and go and park at Epcot.
The other things naughty people do that we don't do, and we've never done, is you can either park at a resort.
That's only if you've got a reservation.
You can park at a resort.
If you've got a reservation.
If you've got a reservation. Not that we're condoning.
And then
we're not condoning any of this because we've never done it.
We've never done that.
Exactly.
And the other place where you could park on Disney property, possibly, well, there's actually 2. Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach is free parking. And
I
obviously
like going there.
Disney Springs is free parking as well.
Yes, but I have read that just recently, Disney buses are going to start scanning your Magic Band for a hotel.
Which is good
stay.
because
why would you try and scan the Disney parks like that?
we have never done it.
No, we haven't.
The only time we've parked on Disney property for free is when we've had a reservation.
And
hotel.
like we said earlier in the vlog, we love a breakfast out. So sometimes that has been at a Disney resort. If we want to do a character breakfast, or there's just somewhere that's really recommended.
We had Christmas Day at Steakhouse 71, which was brilliant, and we parked in. No, we didn't. We actually didn't. We didn't park in Contemporary Car Park. We parked in Ticket and Transportation Centre. No. So the only time that we've done it, as I remember, is when we went to Ohana for breakfast.
Right.
I like going to Ohana. It's nice.
Good for you.
Wasn't it? That was really good.
So obviously you have to budget for that. It's not cheap,
Mickey
but
with lip filler.
what else are you going to do? You have to, if you've got a car and you're planning on using it.
You need to park it.
You have to pay for
you need
parking.
to think about that. So potentially $30, $35 per day.
What are you doing?
Add that into your budget because it's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It's if you've got a car, that's what you need to do.
The next subject is resort fees. Obviously, villa, you haven't got to worry about that.
No. But if you've got a car, you need to put fuel in it.
Yeah. We moan about our fuel prices. I think we've got every right of moaning about our fuel prices when you compare them to what obviously you guys in America pay.
So fuel is cheaper than it is here.
A lot
cheaper. And you pay by the gallon instead of by the
per
litre. But obviously if you're driving an SUV or you've got a car with a large engine, you're going to need to be topping that.
I have been very surprised how little we have paid, and how for V8s that we normally have been quite economical. I think we plan to, whenever we go for 2 weeks, when we first went, I think we had a I can't remember what Chevrolet it was, and
it was like, was it a white one?
Yeah, I know we travelled quite far to get to Melbourne and back, but we actually spent quite a lot of money compared to when we've had a bigger car, and how little then after that we've spent. I budget for about £200 for fuel.
And that tends to be enough, doesn't it? And then if you've got any left over, then you've got spending money left over.
It's
definitely something to think about.
Obviously in budget.
Yeah.
Next thing, obviously, you haven't got to worry about if you're staying in a villa because you've got your own car, is transfers to the villa and back and forward from the airport. Self-explanatory.
Make sure you've got your sat-nav set up though, or your Google Maps or whatever it is.
And you've got data. We normally get a bolt on with O2, don't we?
Yeah. Although I have seen somebody else recently paying for something when they get there.
But our latest contracts have got all that included.
Okay.
Obviously, you can get these eSIM cards now as well.
Yeah.
Which are great. We tend to rely on our own phones.
But again, it is another hidden cost. So
£30 I think we paid last year each for having data on our phone, which was essential.
Just make sure that your network provider is actually quoting you correctly, because we had to speak to O2 several times. We're both with O2, and we had to speak to them about how one phone advisor had said that it was just going to cost us £30 to add on. And then actually we were charged £7 a day for every time we were using
I had it
roaming.
I had it built into my contract, didn't I, this time? And when we got home, we got a bill for £75 extra.
Yeah, so we had to, and they were really, really good at managing that. Thank you, OT, for sorting that out.
Obviously, you got recorded calls as well, so that helped.
Just make sure that they know what they're talking about and you know what you're talking about, and that you're not being overcharged for roaming, because you're going to need, apart from when you're in the parks where you get your free Wi-Fi, and in the resorts you get your free Wi-Fi, you are relying on roaming to get yourself around.
So the next bit is really, if you're looking at packages and stuff like that, to give it a fair comparison with other things that you're doing. So last time we actually flew with Norse.
What did you think of Norse?
First ever time.
Me, I thought of Norse. This is just in my honest opinion. It smelt a bit weird. And everything, you had to pay for stuff. It wasn't free.
Yeah, we've been.
There was a shop bit where you could get stuff.
It's a budget airline, isn't it? So
I was very impressed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the
flight
aircraft
time
itself, the
was
seats.
The quickest we've ever flown over.
It was the staff. They were all really lovely, really helpful. The aeroplane itself was clean, tidy. The food was good on the flight.
I mean, you may think I'm an alcoholic now.
He's not.
The only thing I was disappointed with was obviously we've been lucky where we've flown before to go with Virgin and even
that's
TUI.
my favourite airline.
And we had free drinks and free refreshments.
Free snacks and things.
We had to pay for everything this time.
You get like a little online shop in the back of the seat in front of you.
It's a budget airline.
And you just sort of click on what you want, and then the
also
staff
how strict they were with baggage weights and things like that.
They were really strict with that, and the queuing to check in wasn't great.
Yeah.
They only had about 4 desks, whereas some of the larger airlines had much more.
Every single flight going that they had going through the.
So we flew from Gatwick last time, and they only had about 4 desks. And I know there are Facebook groups that you can join for Norse, which really, really helped improve and make us feel more confident with flying with an airline we hadn't flown with before, and it being a budget airline. So there is a Facebook group about that as well, which I will pop down below. But the queuing was
ridiculous,
not great.
It was like an hour.
It was us and a flight to New York, both going out.
And a flight to Miami.
And we were all in the same queue. We were literally snaking around the airport. It wasn't great.
We had no time.
Did our flight get delayed?
No, we had no time to even have a drink or
No.
sit down.
It was, and
It was
it got to a
rough.
point where we'd been waiting. How long did we wait in the queue for? Was it 2 hours?
It was longer than that.
It was
I
longer
think.
than that, maybe 3 hours. But when we were about halfway through that time, they said, you're going to have to let the New York flight come past you guys because their flight's leaving soon.
Yeah.
So we had to move ourselves and our trolleys and our luggage and the kids right over out of the way
We were
in the
probably
little
short.
sort of zigzaggy bit and let all of the JFK, was it JFK? Let all their passengers come through with all their luggage and their children. And it was just
But
such a squeeze.
for us, they were easy £1,000 cheaper than anyone.
Yeah, so
for
you've
the
got
three
to
of
weigh it
us.
up. You've got to think like...
And for me, it stopped us spending money that we didn't need to spend in the airport.
Yeah.
We got there quicker than what we probably thought we would have done.
Yeah.
Yes, we got there a bit later because it was a later flight. We didn't miss the flight or anything. I don't think it got delayed. The seats were comfortable. Service was great.
Yeah.
It was just...
It was clean, food was good.
It's just what you pay for. I mean, we've heard of horror stories about them cancelling flights and things like that.
I think from some other locations in America, there were lots of flights
Was it in Los
cancelled. I
Angeles
think
and
it might
things?
have been LA, might have been New York.
Las Vegas.
And at the time, like the Facebook group was sort of popping off a little bit because
See?
people were then asking for refunds, and Norse weren't great, and they didn't really have much of a customer service option like a phone line or any way for people to obviously want their money back or want some kind of compensation for a delay or a cancellation. So that made us really nervous, but
Yeah.
we hadn't heard any issues about flying to Orlando at all.
And we had no issues.
We had no issues at
No
all.
issues.
Like Jamie said, the only issue was the long queuing to check in when we got there. And then by the time we had checked in, we had to board.
But we had a great time in the queue.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We were
It's
just
about the company you keep, isn't it? And the kids were entertained with whatever games and things.
Yeah.
So
Right, the next thing you're going to need in a package, whether you're going to Universal, you're going to Disney, you're going to need obviously park tickets. We've only priced up Disney tickets because that's normally what we do. We did branch out to City
City Walk, yeah.
last time.
that. I like.
Bloody loved it. I had
No
the worst
swearing.
hangover the next day.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
We
myself.
were watching football matches.
We had some great, probably never to be beaten again experiences in there.
We will.
I
love it.
Loved it. We went to Margaritaville, which we're all fans of Jimmy Buffett.
Yes.
We loved it.
Sing away.
Went to Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. We managed to blag ourselves into the John Lennon room, which is amazing.
We also like
if
listening
you can
to
ask.
the Beatles.
It was amazing.
It was really good. They
I-
did have like. Some
I
of the
thoroughly
original
enjoyed myself
stuff,
and had a
Yeah. They made a
hangover
really
to
big
make.
deal out of the fact that it was my birthday. Like it was great.
Yeah, he made jokes about it.
Yeah, that's standard.
Anyway, so we normally buy our, again, not sponsored, we normally buy our Disney park tickets on attractiontickets.com.
We don't.
Brilliant.
We're not sponsored yet.
Again, they give you
you
flexible
pay-
time to pay.
You pay a deposit and then you chip away at it, which works really well for us.
Never had an issue with them,
No.
and they are good value. They normally got some sort of deal, whether it's free magic bands. The magic bands are normally the cheapest ones, the basic ones. We like to use the magic band 2, the one that lights up. But again, just as anything, just to get you in the parks, it's great. Great service, always there if you need anything. At the moment, for the three of us to go, it's about just over £1,600 for the three of us for 2 weeks.
That's a lot.
Which, when you think about how much it is for one day, if you were to turn up at the gate without a ticket, for one day, it's like...
You look, it's $165, I think.
Yeah.
Something like
So for the three of us
like
to go for just over 1,600 is like a good deal. And they give you 14 days for the price of 7.
They all do that.
Right.
The next things that we will go through isn't really relevant. It's down to what you personally budget for. I would say probably only the next one really, the food shop. Obviously, if you're at a villa, you've got all the place and space to go and do a food shop from Walmart or Publix or wherever.
And you will want food in, obviously. So.
Yeah. it's probably obviously something you're not going to need to budget for if you're going to a hotel. Obviously, most of the hotels have mini fridges and stuff like that.
And places where you can buy snacks and things. I'll have like a little convenience store within the hotel.
But we normally plan for 2 weeks for about £500. It's a lot of money.
But we do over budget sometimes.
Yeah.
But, you know.
We probably don't spend that much. I'm not going to go into the food prices at the moment because it's personal preference and what you do. But I just thought the food shop is probably an essential if you're staying in a villa. Right, so
are we going to talk about hotels now?
we will do. So you can see on the screen the sort of monies that we've come and what sort of budgets we've come up with all the different criterias. The first hotel that I'm going to mention is quite a shock to us, really, when we've got friends that stayed there.
It was recommended by a friend, and it's not a Disney hotel, it's a Disney partner.
Good neighbour.
Or good neighbour. Is that the right
Good
term?
neighbour.
It's a good neighbour hotel, and it is really, really close.
It's close to Disney Springs.
Was it?
I believe you could walk there, but I haven't experienced it. But
We are still investigating that.
There's free shuttles anyway. We priced up three of us for 2 weeks, 10th of August to 24th of August, and it was just over £2,000 for the three of us.
So roughly the same as a villa, because we said we'd spend 222.
But there's a massive advantage of staying on that property. You get free breakfast every day.
You do get free breakfast every day.
And when the evening restaurant opens, I believe, you get three free alcoholic drinks per person a night.
Yep.
And they will even lay on a bit of food for you as well.
Yeah, they do. They call it snacks.
Yeah.
But
so it's
they
like
do
hot
things
dogs
like
and
hot
chicken
dogs,
tenders.
nachos, chicken tenders. So it's perfect for kids. And if you've been out of the parts all day, that's just great to come back to.
You technically don't have to budget for having a breakfast every morning.
No, sorry, Nala just walked in.
Which will obviously save you a hell of a lot of money. Normally, I mean, you'll see what we've planned for breakfast. What we plan for breakfast every day. To save that sort of money and have it included in your accommodation is mental.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so convenient and just great for what is already a quite an expensive holiday.
They have free shuttles to Disney every day.
They do. You do need to book on the shuttles, but they do have free shuttles to Disney every day.
You've obviously got no parking costs there. They don't charge for car park. Oh, they do charge for car parking. They charge $25 a day, I think. Sorry. Obviously, I've put a zero there because we wouldn't have a car this time. But there is a parking fee per night. You haven't got any resort fees. We've put zero for fuel, but obviously if you did have a car, again, you'd have fuel. Transfers on Mears was about £103 for... Oh, no, I think it was $103 actually.
103? Wow.
So Mears is a well-renowned coach company that does airport transfers from MCO to lots of the hotels on property and near Disney. So that was the first company we looked at when we were investigating staying at the Hotel Joy Plaza. And Jamie discovered it was $103.
Dollars, not pounds.
Not £103. So
I often tend to put pounds in stuff, even if I know it's dollars, because then it gives me a bit more spending money.
And
afterwards.
is that return?
Yeah.
That's a return. So that's pretty good. That's going to be cheaper than an Uber.
Yeah. Obviously, we've put in flights and park tickets again with the same people. That comes out to be over £1,000 cheaper than staying in a villa for the three of us. So it's
already
a hell of us.
Looking very appealing.
Yeah, and it only gets better from there.
Okay.
The next place that we look for, and this is doing the first three are doing everything separately, not with a travel agent. It's us going out, finding the accommodation, finding the flights, finding the park tickets, all separately, and car hire. The next one, which we really, after watching multiple vlogs on, is where I would like to stay next, but it all depends on Scrooge over here. Is obviously staying in a moderate hotel, and we looked at Riverside, Port Orleans. an honourable mention was obviously...
Wait, is Port Orleans the horses?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not...
The other resort that we looked at.
Coronado Springs.
Coronado, sorry.
Coronado Springs and Saratoga Springs are not the same.
We would, without a question of doubt, and I know people moan about how vast and how big the hotel is, we would stay at Caribbean Beach every year if we could.
It's lovely. It's got a really lovely relaxed
It's
vibe.
just a little bit more
And
expensive.
it's beautiful, but it is more expensive. But it has got the Skyliner hub right there.
We found it very, because we love Epcot, we love Hollywood Studio. Obviously, we love all the parks, but the one I say
He likes Epcot.
Yeah, is Epcot for me.
I like Magic Kingdom.
Anyway, you're digressing again.
Yeah. So obviously, to stay in a moderate resort is a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. So Jamie priced it up for the same 2 weeks in August, so 10th to 24th of August 26, was £2,922.75. So you're already jumping up again from Villa and Drury Plaza.
But it's not the most expensive.
It's not. It's a moderate.
When you add in other hidden costs and things like what's associated with a villa, it isn't actually it's actually cheaper than staying in a villa. Because you don't have to rely on Disney, your own transport, you haven't got parking fees, you haven't got fuel, you haven't got to do an expensive food shop.
Yeah.
Granted, you'll be eating out more, but we, like I said at the beginning, we always eat out when we're on holiday. You don't have to do it that way. That's just how we are. So obviously you wouldn't have car hire, you have no parking. If you stay on a Disney premises, you have no parking to worry about. Everything's free of charge, no resort fees. If you haven't got a car, you haven't got fuel. Again, transfers with Mears, it's $103.
100.
Flights, again, was the same price with Norse, and attraction tickets was the same. Now, obviously, you can do a package with Disney if you choose to.
But you don't have to. It's not...
It's not essential. But you can obviously get some savings with park tickets and things like that. They do offer hotel and park ticket prices as well as the whole lot, including flights. It's like a package holiday, really. The total price for all that, without your food, was £6,978. So you're looking at another £700 more than staying in the Drury Plaza, but you're still saving yourself £400 from what we priced up a villa for. So for me to stay on Disney property,
and obviously
not
you
have
get
to drive,
all the little Disney extras like, you know,
be
the
careful what you say.
Disney staff. You get the Disney theming in the bedrooms.
You get to go early, but you can't.
You get to go
You don't
early.
get after hours. That's the only thing you
so it depends what is important to you and what kind of a holiday you want.
For us, we want to make the most of every minute we're at the parks. So staying that little bit closer, not having to travel in every morning, taking half an hour, 40 minutes. It's another 30, 40 minutes we could be in the parks. You can see where we're going with it. You can see why we're steering away from a villa this time. The next package that we priced up was actually something I wasn't very keen on. I was trying to avoid like the plague.
This one's all about moderate resorts and higher.
No, it's not. It's about staying in a value resort.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to stay in a value resort. I don't know why. He's never stayed in a value resort.
I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to...
He can be a bit of a snob. He's a bit like that. So I've been trying to convince him that it may not be quite as... Well, I don't know what he thinks it's going to be like. Busy, maybe?
Noisy people.
Noisy people? I don't know.
People annoying
Let us
me.
know. Have you stayed in one of these all-star resorts?
I'm an utter snob.
And he's openly admits that.
Yeah. So because we flew in with TUI before on the first year that we went, I was very impressed with TUI service. Even the plane was a bit dated and a few things like the shutters didn't work, but the staff were incredible.
Yeah, and that's what makes your holiday.
It's obviously the North Terminal in Gatwick, so we stayed at the Premier Inn, so it's literally a walk away from the airport, and obviously it's a decent price to stay in a Premier Inn compared to most airport hotels. So I've priced up All-Star Movies because I can't see it's the least offensive out of all the...
You can't say that.
Don't say
You know what I mean. The only, obviously, negative, if you class it as a negative, we're going with TUI. They don't fly to MCO.
So Melbourne is a little bit further out. So we've got Miss Antisocial joining us.
It's an hour's drive, at least. And they only fly into Melbourne. Had no problems with Melbourne, it was lovely. But obviously bear in mind that you're not flying to MCO. But saying that, it can take as long to get out of MCO sometimes to your villa or hotel as it would to get to Melbourne, so from Melbourne to your villa. Now, as a package, obviously they do everything included. You can get everything included, so you've got your flights, accommodation, and park tickets. Park tickets were about £400 for the three of us cheaper with tour operators than finding it ourselves. I think it was about £1,200 for the three of us for the same tickets that attraction tickets offer. So it's a further discount that you can get. £6,127 for the three of us to go.
That's for the hotel and flights.
Hotel, accommodation, and park tickets. So by far the cheapest so far.
So we can see why it's really popular.
Something I didn't consider, but for us to get there as soon as possible, it may be a winner.
Winner.
The next one, which I was very, very surprised with, was the same package, but with a different airline. We've always we've gone with Virgin before.
Yeah, loved it.
Last year they priced us out the market completely. I think for the seven of us to fly with them was £11,000.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Compared to I think we paid £6 in total for seven of us.
The year before.
Last year. And when we went at Christmas and we did car hire and flights for 7 people, it was £7,000. So I don't know what happened last year. Obviously, they probably needed to recoup some money, but
yeah, we didn't get quoted £6,000 for last year. It was 2 years before that.
When we went with TUI.
When we went with TUI, yeah.
So staying at the same hotel with Virgin, obviously different airport you fly to, out and back. We have to fly from Heathrow, which I prefer. It's a little bit closest to us. And you fly to MCO, and the biggest advantage of this is that it's the early flight, so you get there mid-lunch time.
Yeah.
Which again, every minute counts.
When you've got the 5-hour time difference as well, landing, I don't know, 6 o'clock their time, you're going to obviously be 5 hours ahead.
But it gives you a chance to go out for dinner or
so
whatever.
You're going to be shattered. You've already done like a long haul flight. So the earlier the flight, the better, we believe. So
obviously these flights are all direct as well.
Bless you.
Cheers.
It was actually cheaper than TUI, which was shocking in my opinion.
Cheap?
Normally, everything with Virgin has been more expensive. You pay for the service that you get, but it's £100 cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's not a great deal of money, but it's still cheaper.
I mean, with Virgin, you do get those extra
and you get
special...
free drinks.
You get those extra special touches.
Yeah.
Like when we went at Christmas, they gave the kids all... There was a lady dressed as an elf giving out little Christmas activity packs during our queue for the check-in. They give you a little afternoon tea on board. You
2 meals, which we didn't have with Norse. We only had one meal.
They do go the extra mile, and the staff are all just really lovely as well.
Yeah.
We haven't faulted Virgin at all.
Couldn't fault them. That's actually £100 cheaper as a package, and the second cheapest holiday that we priced up. Now the last one was doing All-Star Movies as a non-package, doing it on our own. So booking the hotel with Disney, flights with Norse, and tickets with attraction tickets. And as you can see, it comes in cheaper than anything. obviously you haven't got stress of doing it individually, but sometimes we like to do things as a package to be protected. Obviously, you will still be protected, but for me, sometimes it takes the stress out of the planning, knowing that it's all in one place rather than you've got to pay one airline, one.
Yeah, and it's all one payment every month. If you like to do it that way, that's how we do it.
Yeah, it's how we do it. I mean, it probably won't be going forward because we want to go sooner, and we can obviously see that the deals are that, especially that Disney offer, are in the same calendar year that you look to go, or whenever they introduce the deals for that coming year. So I hope that helps you. It's helped us a bit, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's opened our eyes up, and where we were planning going, we'll be honest with you, we weren't planning on going until they've done the whole construction on all the parks.
Because we'd been so frequently, we felt satisfied with like how much we managed to get done during those trips. There are still things we didn't manage to get done because that's just Disney, like, you know.
You get sucked into other things.
You get sucked into other things, like ride times go up and down, like you have to think about what the rest of your party want to do and like what the weather's doing and what everybody else is doing. So there are still lots of things that if we were to go tomorrow that we would still need and want to get done. But we do know that we have considerably covered quite a lot of ground when it comes to all the parks.
We would go. I would be planning on going next year. We've got things going on this year, so, but we've actually booked to go somewhere else next year.
Yeah.
So
it's not in our plans yet, but we've been doing our research to sort of think about what would we do, because we weren't going to go until after they'd maybe finished Villains Land, like they're building.
Certainly, the Animal Kingdom at the moment is.
Animal Kingdom, they're building so much there. They're doing the Encanto ride, they're doing the Indiana Jones ride, they're making the carrot. They're doing that whole like Southern America's new land in Animal Kingdom. The stuff going on at Hollywood
Studios. You could probably get it if it's quiet. You could probably get Animal Kingdom done in half a day. I would imagine,
but probably not once they've done this big expansion. So
oh no, definitely not.
They've got that going on there. Definitely they've got expansions and changes going on at Hollywood Studios to do with the Muppets moving into Rock and Roller Coaster. They've got the whole like Monsters Inc. land
coming in. It's quite refreshing. The first time that the last time we went, Epcot had nothing. It was completely clear of any construction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They'd finished everything.
It was lovely. We managed to see it all.
Obviously, years before that, there's been quite a long build up for that happening, with the amount of changes that they've made, and it was refreshing.
Yeah, it was nice. So we are aware that there is a lot. They're currently painting the castle right now, so they've had to drain the moat, and there's a lot of like cranes and like
obviously removing Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah, all of that. Like there's a Tom Sawyer Island being moved because they're putting in Cars Land there. So like the big boat has gone from Magic Kingdom. So there's construction walls up there as well, right next to Haunted Mansion. So there's a lot going on at the moment, and I personally feel like I have done enough recently. Then next time I go, I want to see some new stuff. But
we've been talking a lot recently.
Stay
tuned. We
do have the bug.
Yeah.
We have the bug.
It's all we ever talk about.
But when it comes to spending money on this kind of a holiday, you need to know that we have to kind of
budget,
restrain yourself, and
we will help you. We will help with budgets and things like that, because we plan everything to the smallest detail. We've got some great video ideas coming up about us, how we actually plan and budget for stuff, how we sort of look at our meals and things like that when we're planning on eating out. Some great information and some great tips for you guys, so stay tuned. I don't think I've got anything else to say on this at the moment.
No, I think that's everything.
If you need a copy of our spreadsheets or anything like that, we will try and put some together. And
we can always send it over to you as a PDF.
I think that's it. Have you got anything else you'd like to say, Sienna?
Right. It's never goodbye on our channel. It's never goodbye.
No, it's
never say goodbye. It's see you real soon. Peace out.